president of SK. Steve Kennel here.
Okay. This is Craig Coggins, professional mason, brick mason. He's going to be going over the professional techniques for faux stone, underlayment, wire mesh, and laying the stone.
Let's go.
These are the processes we take when we're doing artificial rock. First process is S&K installs the house wrap, and because of the new factors we found out over the years with installing this artificial rock, that we have to put a double layer of water protection, and this is our 30-pound felt we're putting over the top. And then over the top of that, we're putting our wire lav, which we will have a scratch coat on. And with this, we're stopping any and all black mold with our second water protection layer. And what we found out over the years, the one layer protection, if it crinkles back there, and it's not a perfect world, so we're going to have crinkles. And what they found out in those crinkles is where the black mold develops. And that is all stopped with this second layer of protection. And then after we do put our mortar on, which we call a scratch coat, then we're ready to lay rock. There's several steps to do this, and if you do it the right way, you never have a problem. Thank you.
I was standing here just wondering, Craig, why are you putting this coat on all over the house before you even start putting the stone up?
Well, you know, at first we put our double layer protection, the waterproof protection, and,
right.
then we put the wire on. And this step here is what we call our scratch coat, what we're putting on. And this is what we adhere the rock to. The reason a lot of people cut this step out, and to me this is one of the most important steps, as much as the waterproofing, because with the scratch coat, with this mortar, it shrinks. A lot of people don't think it shrinks, but it does shrink. And you wind up with hairline cracks all around the rock, and with this, that stops that hairline crack to where that you have a good bond, and it just makes the product better. It's just an extra step that is a little more expensive, but if you want quality, this is the way to do it.
Thank you very much, Craig.
You're welcome, Steve. Today we're installing the rock over our scratch coat that we put in our double layer of water protection. And the way we achieve this, we dampen, if you can tell the difference in the color here, we dampen our scratch coat because we don't want to go back on with it being dry. That dries the mortar out too fast, and then it just does not adhere. This artificial rock, which some people call it faux stone and others call it just art, whatever. But it's a wonderful product that can be laid. It's self-supporting off the wire. Back years ago when they first come out with it, and the rep came from California, he said we could start at the top. Well, I'm just old school masonry contractor, and it just don't seem right to start at the top, but it will adhere to itself. There's no weight, no foundation needed for this. That's the advantage of it over natural stone. And once this is properly wet and it all dries out, it'll be here as long as I'm here, so we don't have any problems. But that's one extra step, is wetting the scratch coat to adhere. See, you take and come in and see how this has already started drying here, and even with it wet, it dries fast, because it's a thin layer of mortar, and that's why we want to wet it. The longer it takes to set up, the better that product is. So that's the steps we're taking today.
Let's get some little technical aspects of what your process is of.
Here's one aspect also in the construction of the artificial rock, is some people do not want to go to the expense to buy these corners where it wraps around, and this corner wraps around. That makes it stop. It looks more like natural stone. It doesn't look artificial by using that. And it's just another step of quality building. If your builder doesn't furnish corners for your project, ask him why. because more than likely he's trying to cut a corner.
This is one of the columns that is under construction. As you can see, we've got the scratch coat. We put the paper for moisture control. Even where it doesn't need it, it has no interior of the house that it's adjacent to. It's just a column in the front.
And with this man-made rock, you always want to have mortar all the way around to create a vacuum. And the vacuum's what sticks it to it, because if you've ever seen any that want to come off, it's because they completely fill this and you don't have an air pocket in there to suck it to the wall. And that's what makes it hold. And just like right here, if I want to start right there, because of that vacuum, it'll stay.
Here we are with Craig Coggins again, the professional artiste masonry contractor. Okay. He's going to finalize our video here of the Faux Stone.
Yeah, this is our finished product where we've done our steps that we've discussed all the way through. And what this does, this is a product, very good product that has come out. And what we're doing, it's all finished. This faux stone looks more natural than any faux stone out there if the application is put on right to where you don't ever have any problems with it. Good quality material with good quality labor installation is what it's all about. And that's what we're part of at Coggins Masonry along with S&K Enterprises. Thank you.